The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Howard.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes now to throw.
That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. It's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Khalil Shakir, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Flushed out right. A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the left hash, this from 39.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. We'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Howard over the middle. It's complete. His first catch good for 8 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Howard. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. and it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And now here come the Raiders.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Back to throw. Howard. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Howard. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Mahomes caught. Kelsey left side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw.
Has his man. It's Shakir.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Raiders at 6 and 2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Jerry Tillery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Howard now on 3rd down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard steps away to his left.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now Howard on play action.
Open man, that's Renfro.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now it's Mahomes again. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 31-14, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Jake Fromm leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on their first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Howard. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. The ball comes out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
Here's Howard. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. It's caught here by Adams.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Off play action. Howard. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
To throw is Howard. Throwing on first down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. To throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The kick by Carlson is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Mahomes now on first down.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. 8 yards to go on second down.
Now back to throw.
Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Max Crosby able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Howard now, off the play fake.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the option going right. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Kansas City and Juju Smith-Schuster running out for another series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes going to throw.
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Khalil Shakir.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Taken at about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
They run the option on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Looking to throw. Howard.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams.
Now Howard on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of depth.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Here's Howard on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. To throw is Howard from the gun on third down.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Las Vegas, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.